to watch the replay of this class, Mercy, welcome. If you want to watch the replay of this class, go to our Telegram group, go to Telegram and type Learn with Omateq. We have 3.6K students already and join us. Yeah, we have 3.6K students already. Join us. We are going to post our replay here. So if you are not on our Telegram, go to our Telegram and come and join us. Oh, Jayton, you were okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll just so let's continue. Let's continue. So now I said the first thing you need to do, you make sure that your theme is available. So if I click my theme now, yeah, you'll see that on my theme I have installed Hello Elementor. Look at it. I have installed my Hello Elementor and have activated it. Now I have created some pages already. Yeah, I have created some pages already, and I also have my menu is ready. My menu is ready. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to do a recap on how to create a navigation bar again. Adachika, welcome. You understand? So just watch me. Now, I'm going to click on my home. Yeah. Go to click on my home. I click on edit. I click on edit. Then I'll click on edit with Elementor. I'll click on edit with Elementor. Remember, we are using Elementor to build our website. So right now, let's build our navigation bar first. I'll click edit with Elementor. I'll wait for Elementor to load. Then I will start our design. Now, guys, if you pay close attention, building a website, Eddie, your SQL, what happened? Don't worry, just follow up. Just follow up, right? Just follow up. So now, as you can see, I created a nav bar. You understand? I created a nav bar. I was actually working on something. Yeah, I was actually working on something. So, but what I'm going to do, I am going to delete this very nav bar. I'm going to delete this very nav bar and I'm going to create a fresh nav bar. Are we getting it? A fresh nav bar. Hey, I nearly mentioned nav bar. All right, so I'm going to delete this. Yeah. Now, to create a fresh nav bar, I'll click on this plus sign. Then I'll pick like three. Okay, I'll pick this. I'll pick our three section here. Then I will decrease this very section to be our logo. I will decrease this very section to be our button. Yeah. So remember, I said when you click a section, your tools like your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript appears. Remember, this is web designing, not a programming class. This is web designing, not programming class. So when you drop your section, your tools appear. So I am going to increase my height. I'll come to this place. I'll click on height. I'll say minimum height. Then I'll decrease it to what I want, like this. I think this is okay. Now I'm going to give it a background color. Yeah, I'm going to give it a background color. I'll give it a background of, let's say, I'll give it two background color. Now, if you want to give it two background color, we call it gradient. We call it gradient. Yeah, we call it gradient. So I'll just come here. I'll come to style. I'll come to background. Then after classic gradient, you click on gradient. Now gradient is always two color. So my first gradient color, I'm going to make it red like this. Let me make it this. Then my second color, let me make it, let's say, let me make it white. Let me make it white. I'm sorry, guys. I had a call. I'm sorry, right? I had a call. Are we together? Are we together, please? If we are together, please drop emoji. If you are still with me, drop emoji. If you are still with me, drop an emoji, please. If you are with me, drop an emoji. All right. So let me continue. You are with me. Let me continue. You are with me. Let me continue. You are with me then. All right. All right. I see you. So I'll go back. Then I'll give it. Let me give it this color, or no. Let me give it black, like this, like this. Then let me twist it. Let me turn it like this. Then let me give my angle to be like this. Now you see what I'm doing here? I'll give my angle to be this. Then let me decrease the, yeah, let me take it like this. I think this is square. So now I need to do three things. I need to create logo. I need to fix a place for logo, for the menu, and for the button. So I'm doing three things: logo, menu, button. Yeah. So what I'll do, since I'll come to this place, I'll click here, then I'll drag an image. I'll drag an image. But for the sake of tutorials, I'm just going to use text as my logo. I'll drag my text and put it there, and I'll call it logo. So meaning my logo needs to be there. I'll come to style, which is my CSS. I will change the text color to white, like this. Then I'll come to my typography. I'll come to the font family. I'll make it area. I'll make it area. Yeah, I'll make it area. Then I'll make the width 600 semi-bold like this. You cannot see my screen. Guys, you cannot see my screen. Can you can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, say you can. Then who said it's not seeing my screen? Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, type I can see your screen. If you can see my screen, type I can see your screen. Please, if you can see my screen, type I can see your screen. Mr. J Town, work on your phone, please. Work on, maybe it's your network. Mr. J Town, is your network, please. Let me continue because of time. All right, everybody can see my screen. So now I have done my logo. Now in this place of logo, you need to put a real time logo, a PNG, an image that does not have a background. Now on my menu, I'll just come here and I'll type nav, and I'll drag my WordPress menu. I'll take it to this place. Remember how I have created my nav. So I'm just going to my CSS, which is my style. I'll change the color to white. Come to main menu, top color, I'll change it to white. Now I will change my typography, my font character to area also. I love area because of the simplicity. I love area because of the simplicity. Now I am going to centralize it. I'm going to take it to the middle. Now on this alignment, I'll take it to the middle. Yeah. Now if you see, if I hover my services, you see I have other drop down. This is called a drop down, but I want the background to align with my color. So I'll come to style. I'll come to drop down. Look at the drop down. Now, we are working on hover. On hover, I want it to carry my color. I want to carry this color on hover. Then the text, sorry, the background should carry this. Then the text should be white. Text is white, background color is this. So when you hover, it does something like this. Are you seeing it? I think we are going somewhere. I think we are going somewhere, yeah? So now, if you hover this menu icons, you see that there is an underline button. If you can see the underline button, I want you to type I can see the line. If you can see this line, when I hover home about, there is a line under. If you can see the line, I want you to type I can see the line on the comment section. Type I can see the line on the comment section. Let's go. So can you see the live? All right. All right, no problem. So let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue then. Since you can see the line, so let's continue. All right. Let's continue. So now I don't want this line. I want to deactivate this line. So all I just need to do is come back to content. Look at where the right pointer. Look at this pointer. I'll just click on it. I'll click none. I don't want the pointer. Look at it now. So I have deactivated that pointer. So I think it is good. So now we need to put our button. Now our button is always called call to action. It is called CTA, call to action. So what is call to action? It can be maybe appointment, book appointment, contact, etc. So let's just put, for instance, if this is a business website or a consultation website, it should be appointment. I'll click that place, then I'll scroll down to where I'll say button. Look at this button. I'll drag it and drop it here. Now on this test, I'm going to call it book appointment. I'll just call it book appointment here. I'll call it book appointment. So now I need to change the background color of this to rhyme with the rest. So I'll click on style. I'll come to background type. Let me make it white. I want the background to be white. Now the text color, I want it to be this horse blood. Is it horse blood? Yeah, ox blood. Now I'll go to typography. I'll change the font character to be Arial, and I want it to be bold. I'll make it width 600 semi bold like this. Go together. So now when I hover the button, Praise, thank you. What is hover? If I take my mouse and touch it, hmm, if I take my mouse and touch it, yeah, it will change a color or there should be an animation. So I'll call to my button, I'll say hover. On hover, maybe it should give me this red, this very color here. So on my background, I'll call it on hover, it should give me this background. Then my text on hover should be white. Then animation, look at hover animation. There should be like a push up or maybe grow. Let's make it grow, something like this. Are you seeing it? So let me take this thing here so that I can increase this. Now we're together. So when I hover now, are you seeing it? Now, what makes you a professional web designer if your work or your website is number one, responsive, number two, there are kind of animation, like your website is animated. You getting? So it makes your work clean and it makes your work professional. Because when a client visits or sees your work, Bible tutor, thank you. When a client visits you or check your portfolio, they want to see how clean your job is. They want to see how professional your job is. Is that okay? They want to see how professional your job is. So let's go back to class. Let's go back to class. Now, if you hover, look at it. Are you seeing it? If you hover, this is it. So now let's continue. Now we've done our navigation bar. What I just did now is called navigation bar. Now that we've done the navigation bar, let's do the hero section. What is hero section? Now, there are some sites you see that there are always slider. If you visit some site, there are some image sliding or there is a section where there is image, text, and this. So let's do something like that. Just stay with me, all right? Stay with me. It is very easy. Stay with me, all right? Now let's go back. So now I am going to update it. Yeah, I'll update this. I'll update it. Then you can view it. If you want to view it, look at this eye icon. Click on preview. I seen it. This is what we just did. So I think our site is coming up. So let's do something else. Let's do something else. Yeah. Now, the next thing we are going to do, we want to create our hero section. So we'll carry like a container. Click on this plus button. Let's pick like a single container. Let's pick like a single container. Yeah. I'll carry this container. Then I'll go to my height. I'll make it minimum height. Then I'll increase the minimum height like this. Yeah, I'll increase the minimum height like this. Is that okay? So now in this container here, I want two sections. I want two sections in this container. I want this section to carry write up. I want this section to carry image. Is that okay? I want this section to carry write up. I want this section to carry image. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry, first of all, I'll give this a style. I'll give this a style. I'll still give it gradient again. Now in this gradient, I'm going to give this black. I'm going to give this black. In this gradient, I'm going to give it this horse blood. I'm going to give this horse blood here, like this. Now I am going to turn my angle to come and face like this. Now I'll increase the location like this. I'll increase the location like this. Yeah. Now I will turn the angle very well to be something like this. Let me see, increase the location. Then I am going to feather it so that it will be clean. Is that okay? I'm going to feather it so that it will be clean. Maybe something like this. Okay, let me reduce my angle. I think something like this is okay. Something like this is okay. Let me take my angle back. Yeah, I think so. Now, one thing that will make you to be exceptional is your level of creativity. As a web designer, you must be creative. A client will just give you content and will tell you, I need a website. So now you must be able to think. Your ability to think fast and know how to design and give the client a good design is now what would make you exceptional. Because when a client sees that, yeah, you can deliver a clean job, yeah, when a client see that, yes, you can deliver a good job, they will start giving you contracts. So let's continue. So now I'm going to put two sections here. I'm going to put two sections here. I'll just come here and I'll drag this inner section. I'll drop these two inner section here. Remember, I said I want this part to be image and I want this part to be write-up. So in this place, I'm going to put a write-up here. Effects of, I'm going to put heading. Yeah. And I'm going to type, welcome to Omateq tutorials. Yeah. Now I'm going to make it white color like this. And I'm going to increase the size like this to be big a bit. Then I'll give it my font character to be area. Then I'll come to my width, I'll make it 600 to be bold. Then I'll come and reduce it like this. Let it come like this. Now, after our title, there should be some text under. So I'll just come to this place, I'll go back and I'll carry text editor. I'll pick my text because I need some text here. So let me just go and pick some text. Let me go and get a text. Let me say, who is this? Let me just pick a text. Let me pick something from chat GPT. Yeah, I just want to pick something. Okay, let me just pick this. I need something simple. I just want something to be there. Okay, let me just pick this. And I'll come and drop it here like this. Now I will change the color to white because I want it to be white also, like this. Now on text, the font character you are using on text should not be the same font character you are using on your title. So on my text, I love using Montserrat. I'll click typo, come to font family, and I'll type Montserrat. I love using Montserrat like this. Yeah. Now I'll come and decrease the width. I'll turn it to 500 medium, or I can turn it to 400 normal. Let it be normal like this. Now in every this thing, there is always a button. I'll put my button here. I'll put my button here. Now on my button, I'll write something like learn more. Yeah. I'll write something like learn more. Then I'll come to this place. Okay, let me come back to content. The size, I can increase the size. Then I'll come to this place. Yeah. Now I can give it a background color of that horse blood like this. I give it a background of that horse blood, something like this. Or yeah, this is okay to be something like this. Is that okay? Let me change the lemon to capital letter. I'll say learn more. Hope we are together. Is getting interesting, yeah? So now when I hover this, I want it to be white and I need an animation. So I'll come to style. I'll come to hover. On hover, I want my text to be white. I want my background color to be black. No, to be white. My text color should be horse blood like this. Now on hover, I want it to pop or grow like this. Are you seeing it? Remember, this is this like this. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? So now let's put our image here. Let's put our image there. Are you getting it? Let's put our image here. So I'm just going to click on image. I'm just going to click on image here. Then I'll come to my style. Now you can give it a slider. You can give it a slider, but let me just pick any random image. I'll come to choose this thing. I'll come to select file. I'll go and select an image. Do I have any? Are we together? So let me pick an image. Let me use my image as an example here. Let me use my image. So I'm going to pick this image. I'm going to pick my image as an example. And I'm going to load it. Yeah. Then I'm going to click select. I'm going to click select. Then my image should appear in this place. Are you getting it? So this is a simple but classic design. Like I said, you must be creative, and your choice of color combination must take it at heart. Because if you create a website that is coat of many color, your client will not continue to patronize you again. Are you getting it? So this is it, but it is too big. Yeah, it is too big. So I am going to reduce it. I'll come to this style. I'll come to width. I'll reduce the width like this. Is that okay? I'll reduce the width like this. I'll see it. I think this is okay. You can use a full image. Are you getting it? You can use a full image. If you want to, you can use a full image. But if you don't want a full image, you can just leave it like that. Are you getting it? You can just leave it like that if you don't want a full image. But all this, it depends on the content your client sends you, because it is your client that's going to provide all these images for you. The content and the images, it is your client that will provide them for you. Is that okay? So I'm just going to do this, and now I think we are good. So the next thing is for you to start designing and add other things to it. Are you getting it? Is for you to start designing and start adding other things to it. I think with this, we've done something today. We've done something today. So let me pause here and ask questions. Let me give room for questions. Guys, questions. Let's pause here for today. Let me not block your head. Questions, questions. Yeah, Mo, it's because you are just joining us. Guys, ask questions. Asa, he said, what app? I am not using app. I am not using app. I am simply building a website using WordPress. I am simply building a website using WordPress. This is web designing class, all right? This is web designing class. Can we ask questions? Questions, guys. Questions. Austin Counter, yes, WordPress is free of charge. Yes, you can convert it to mirror. You can convert it to mirror. Brother Sunday, you cannot use phone. You cannot use phone. You need a laptop. Sir, I am not using app. I am not using link. I am building the website using WordPress dashboard. It's not the app. It is not. It's a framework. If you want to master color combination, Mr. Smog, that is what you have to do yourself. It is not what I can teach you. It is what you can do yourself. Because if you look at this job here, you see that I am working with color grading. As you can see, yeah, you see that I am maintaining one aspect. I didn't go off my color design. Because if your website go off your color design, you are okay. Let me update this website so that we'll see it. Let me just update it so that we'll see it from the main URL. Are you getting it? So let me just load it. Now, if you look at the site now, you see that my color combination is superb. Are you getting it? Let me screenshot it and put it on the screen. Let me screenshot it and put it on the screen so that we can see it. Let me bring it out so that we can see it. Is that okay? Now you see that my choice of color, yeah, my choice of color, I am very careful of the choice of color I'm using. Are you getting me? I am very careful of the choice of color I am using because I don't want a situation where my designs will be color riot. Are you getting me? I don't want a situation whereby my designs will be color riot. No, because immediately your designs are color riot, your whatsoever what is it called? Your like your client or whoever that gave you that job might not contact you again. I'm getting it. Your client might not contact you again. Your client might be saying, maybe you are not professional, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, and this and that. Are you getting me? So your choice of color matters a lot. Your choice of color matters a lot. So you need to be careful while choosing the color. So color grading is not something, color grading is not something I should that they can really teach, but because it is something you need to master yourself. Or you need to know what we call color coding. Are you getting me? You need to know what we call color coding. What is color coding? Different kind of colors. You need to master them. Different kind of colors. Is that okay? You already got domain or you backed with WP backend? Yes, I have a domain. I have a domain. No problem, Mr. Smog. I will check it. Let me stop the